Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Let's learn how to cut our breast cuts perfectly. When you know how to cut breast cut, you can use it to sew any style. In fact, this one I'm cutting now, you see the style I use it to do. If you know how to cut breast cuts, so many things will not be problem for you. And your cup, you have the confidence, even if he's not here, they are traveling with the dress, the cup will fit. Highest the amendment will be okay, it's too tight or it's too loose. So we'll measure shoulder to bust right now, shoulder to under bust, this under bust, shoulder to half length. You still keep marking to that point so that your hand will not bend when your shoulder to bust, shoulder to half length, shoulder to under bust, shoulder to bust, shoulder to under bust, and shoulder to half length. You measure your shoulder, the shoulder divided by 2, then you give 2 inches allowance. Shoulder divided by 2, you give 2 inches allowance. You measure to your armhole 7. You see how I'm measuring to the armhole 7? You carve. You can have that measuring ruler, that curving ruler is easier, but I'm so used to this kind of hand. So you join your dots on that bottom, half length, you join it so that it will be straight. So at this point, you measure your neck. Like the neck I'm going to use is a very high neck, a turtleneck. I measure 2.5 there. 3 inches downward is okay. It will not choke the person, then it will still fit perfectly. Then you join it, you carve to get your round neck. For the turtleneck, later you cut the bishop neck to join it. So now round bust, assuming the person's bust is 44 divided by 4 is 11. You add 3.5 inches allowance. Then waist divided by 4, then 3.5 inches allowance. You join it. If your shape is not giving this shape, it's beginners friendly. If it's not giving this shape, know that something is wrong, because people are not shapeless. It's not going to be straight. So you're in between your breast, nipple to nipple can be 4 divided by 2 is 4 plus half inches, 4.5. If the person's nipple to nipple is 7 divided by 2 is 3.5 plus half inch is 4. So under the bust, you remove the half inch. If you are giving 4 inches, so in between to get your cup is 2.5 inches. So you join the dots for your nipple to nipple to the shoulder. This thing is supposed to go to the shoulder. Then is in between that 2.5 will give you the bust, the breast cup curve. Like this particular person, I did 1.5 because she has a very small. At this point, you remove half inch to slant your shoulder. You slant it to your neck side. So like I said, let's cut out our sketch. You see how it's looking. If you sketch your breast cut and it's not looking like this, go back and recheck it. Like I said, in between this breast is 2.5. Somebody that her bust is from 34 downward, I think the bust is a very small breast. Maybe you do the in between to get this cup 2 inches instead of 2.5. If you do it 2.5, it will be pointing because the person doesn't have too much breast. But when you do it 2 inch, it will balance in between that place. I gave 1.5 for this particular woman. So but somebody from her round bust is 35 upward to even 40 to even 50, do 2.5 inches for this curve, for you to get the breast curve. And remember that your nipple to nipple, always add half inch for sewing allowance, and remove the half inch here under the bust and half length, this line under the bust and half length, so to get this curve. So now we'll cut out our sketchings. This is where I was telling you, in between that place, that's where you're supposed to give 2.5 inch for somebody's bust. This place we are cutting out right now, 2.5 inch for somebody from 35 upward. From 34, the person's bust 34 low is supposed to be 2 inches. So you notch. Me, I like notching so that when I'm on machine, I don't like looking for, oh, where is my breast point, where is my underbust. I like notching. Once I see the notch, I know, this is my breast point, this is my underbust. Even here that I'm cutting right now, I will still notch it, my breast point and underbust. Even without notching it, you will see it, but I don't like making that mistake. So when I'm joining, I join it together. Once you get your cutting properly this way, my dear, you won't make mistake. This is a Princess Dart breast cut. You won't make mistakes. Your breast cup will not have amendments. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry. So now, after cutting this, the front side, the only thing we have to do at the back side is to put our zip allowance and remove this cup. Our breast doesn't have cup at the back. We don't have breast at the back now, so this curve of bust, we'll remove it at the back. So now you see I've shifted in my material. This zip allowance, maybe like this particular neck I'm doing have a high neck at the back, so since it's a turtleneck, I just remove 1 inch, or sorry, ½ inch at the back, and join my zip allowance. So every other thing, once you get the front of your clothes, back clothes, it's not a problem. You see I'm drawing my chalk where the zip allowance will start, so I'll cut out. Please don't forget to subscribe, follow us.